Hey everyone, Exoman here, and don't take the jacket the wrong way. It is still August, and it's still pretty warm here. It's a relatively cool day for August, but it's still plenty warm. I have the jacket because, of course, I'm getting ready for the coming cold months, and I wanted you to see the jacket. So what do you think? Pretty nice, right? It's a really good fit for me. It's some kind of corduroy. It's a really durable kind of corduroy. I'm not sure what you would call that. Look at that insulation. I couldn't have found a nicer winter jacket if I were looking for it, and I wasn't looking for this. Let me explain. I bought this jacket for $8 at a thrift store. That's right, it's a thrift store that helps battered women, and it's a store in my community, and a lot of the proceeds go to battered women, if not all of the proceeds. And I like to buy things in thrift stores. I grew up poor. I grew up at or below the poverty level, and that's where all my clothes came from when I was growing up, and I hated it. I really hated it because I caught hell for it. I was an outcast, and I went to a different school every year. My mother lived like a gypsy, and we lived in a different town. I went to 12 different schools before high school, and I went to 3 months of high school. So if that tells you anything. And it was always a new bunch of kids with the latest styles and the most awesome threads, some of them, but some of them were poor like me, and we were laughed at and ridiculed, and it really sucked. It was, I still carry a lot of those scars with me. If you grew up poor in that kind of lifestyle where you just didn't have family around, and you didn't have any stability, and you were always on the move. We were always running from my father, and we were living in different hotels and trailers, and it was a pretty sucky way to live. But now I've come full circle. And going to those stores represents something entirely different for me. Back then, I was, what it meant was that I was the kid with the old dead man's jacket, quite literally. I was wearing the style that some old man who had passed away would have worn, and all the other kids were wearing the down vest and the ski jackets. I lived out in Colorado for a while when this kind of stuff was at its worst, and I was wearing these oversized jackets, but I was warm. I was happy to be warm. My mother provided for me in that sense, and I wore pants that were too large, held up by a belt that was 5 inches too large, and that sort of thing. And that was then. This is now, and I can't tell you how rewarding it is, and what a rich experience it is for me now to go into a thrift store with pride and to be quite happy and quite fulfilled. And the reasons for that are numerous. One is I save a lot of money, and that puts a smile on my face. Another reason would be, hey, here's another article that didn't just come in on a boat from China, right? It's repurposing, it's recycling. It helps the community, it helps the country, it helps the whole globe, if you will, if you think about it. So that's what I feel when I go in a thrift store, that I'm doing something right and fitting, and I find unique things. Here's what I do. Here's how I shop in thrift stores. I don't go, and when I say thrift stores, I mean thrift stores, junk stores, occasional Salvation Army, VOA, any kind of secondhand store. And each one is unique. And what I'll do is I'll go in, not maybe looking for a specific thing, but I have needs arise day to day on my little projects around my farm and with my businesses, and I'll write those needs down or make a mental note. And when I go into the thrift store, I'll try to match my needs with articles that are in inventory there at those stores. So it's kind of neat. It's like a puzzle or a game, and it's just very fulfilling. Anyway, I wanted to bring your awareness to that and say, stop driving by those thrift stores and saying, oh, no, 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 I'm too good for that. If you're one of those people, please rethink that. I promise you, if you just walk into one, if you never go to them, it will be an interesting experience for you. Think of friends who might need things. I'll go today. When I was in this thrift store, I went to the clothing section and I just breezed through it, and there this thing jumped out on me. It's sometimes hard for me to find a fit, but I picked this up. It was large. I usually take an extra large, but this one happened to fit really well. Then I cruised through there and went to the back where the glassware was, and my son had just broken one of our last tall glasses last night, a beer glass. I bought another beer glass for 25 cents. Perfect, beautiful schooner for beer. Things like that. I bought some extension cords for 25 and 50 cents. Again, that puts a smile on my face when I save that kind of money, and it's one less thing being manufactured. It's something being recycled and, again, repurposed. And I'm happy. I'm a happy man now. I've worked hard all my life. I'm able to buy nice things when I need to. I won't go to the really high-end expensive stores because that doesn't suit me. I could afford to do that, but I won't do it because I don't like it. I like nothing about it. I'll go to maybe Belk's and buy a $50 shirt, and that's all I need. I don't need a $100 shirt or $200 shirt. I save ridiculous amounts of money, and I'm not a snob. I don't need brand new things. For example, this coat has some very minor wear to it, but that's fitting to me because that's not any more wear than I would put on this coat in 3 or 4 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that, and I think it's something really cool. So go out and bring your patronage to a thrift store near you today. Thanks for watching, everyone.